What's up, everyone? It's Sunny in Colorado. And when I say everyone, I'm talking to my veterans out there. We are going to be covering some 5 VA myths. We did this in a part 1. This is part 2 to close it off, to come up with a total of 10 VA myths. And it's really odd to me. And I myself has been guilty of this, not knowing my benefits as a veteran, but that's why we have the VA to reach out and ask questions. So if you do have questions about your benefits as a veteran, make sure you reach out to somebody and ask questions about your benefits. There's plenty of people that are willing to help, myself included. I myself am a veteran way back in the 90s, but a veteran's a veteran, all right? So let's go ahead and get started with this. 5 VA myths about veteran loans, about VA loans, that we can just knock out of the park now. The first one's going to be veterans have to be discharged in order to use their VA benefits. Okay, so this is a myth. This is not true. You can be active service and use your VA benefits while you are active. Now, it's a little bit different with vets because we're moving all the time. You go someplace, you're there for 6 months, you're there for 2 years, whatever. Who wants to buy a house and then only have it for 2 years and sell it? But sometimes that is the best thing. And you might buy that home and as long as you've lived there for those 2 years, and from that point on, you start renting that home. That is one thing you can do as well. As long as the home is occupied and you met your basic standards to get the home and get the VA loan. All right, number 1 is going to be that vets have to be discharged from the military service in order to use their VA benefits. Okay, this is not true. You can use your benefits while you are in active service. Okay, so once again, you do not have to be discharged in order to be claiming your veteran status to use a VA loan. You can be in active service and use your VA loan to purchase a property. Okay, number 2. Members of the Reserves or National Guards do not qualify for VA loan. Okay, this too is a myth. You can qualify as a reservist or a National Guard. As long as you have 6 years of service, honorable as a reservist or a National Guard, you too have VA loan benefits that you can take advantage of. Also, if you're a National Guard or reservist and you were called into service during wartime, and you completed 90 days of service for that, it's called a Title 10. So for example, if you deployed and spent 90 days of active service deployed someplace, then you too qualify for VA loan at that point. All right, number 3. Vets cannot use a VA loan when they are deployed away or are abroad in Europe serving. This is not true as well. You can use your VA loan. Let's say you're deployed in Germany and you're from Mississippi and you wanted to purchase a home in Mississippi, so you take leave, go. You can use your VA loan to purchase that home in Mississippi. Basically, the criteria for this is either a spouse must live in the home because everything with VA has to be occupied by you, or you intend on living in that home within a year of your service. So basically, let's say you got 8 months left in Germany and planning on coming back to Mississippi, that you are planning on coming back before a year is up to actually occupy that home. Or like I said, if a spouse is living in that home and you're deployed over to Germany, you can use the VA loan for that, as long as it's either going to be occupied by you within a year or your spouse is living there. You too have that qualification for VA loan. Number 4, widows or widowers do not have access to VA loans. So as long as the veteran either died during wartime or serving, or passed away because of a disability that they had in the military, the widow or widower may still be obligated to apply for a VA loan. So always, when in doubt, find out. Call somebody, question it, and get the answer. Because a lot of times people just assume certain things and they don't apply it. And there's a lot of workarounds for a lot of different things when you're a veteran. Just call somebody, find out the details, and go from there. Remember, your loan officer should have all this information. This is what they do. If they don't, they should be contacting the VA on your behalf and then seeing if even if you got denied for something and you're a veteran, send it in again with more information. Send it in again with more information. Sometimes all they need is a little bit more information, and then the aha turns on, and then you get your benefits, okay? And that comes with everything, not just VA loans, all right? So vets, when in doubt, check it out. Get somebody to check on it for you, or at least if for some reason you've been denied of anything because whatever the reason is that they sent back, just send more information to back up what you're trying to get out of your benefit. Usually someone's going to figure it out for you, and you're going to have those benefits. All right, and number 10. Number 10 is I don't have enough high enough credit score. Now the VA, keep in mind, the VA itself does not have a credit limit, okay? The VA is not saying you have to be at least 540 or something like that. These are the banks. Remember, your VA loan is just backed by the VA for the bank. The actual loan is coming from the bank like any other loan. The only difference is there's stipulations that lenders have to follow in order for a VA loan to be issued. That's all this is. The government is looking out for you, and they're making sure that the property you're buying is safe and usable, and you're just not getting a mortgage loan that's going to put you in a money pit that's going to ruin the rest of your life, okay? Because that can happen. So in most cases, banks are going to want a 620, and some are even as low as a 520, 540 or something like that. But check with your loan officers about this. But remember, VA itself does not have a credit score limit. It's going to be the bank that you're going to get the VA loan. All right, that completes my part 2 of the 5 myths of VA loan. And once again, if you missed the first video, just check it out. There's a video that has part 1 that has 5 other myths. And just keep in mind, it's people really do not know what their benefits are sometimes. It's just because we don't ask. So just ask somebody. Remember, you're important, and the reason why these benefits exist is because you did important things and served this country. We're proud of you. Thank you very much for your service. Until next time, take care, and every day keep moving forward.